What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Legend of Dragoon. In the previous episode, we went through the Evergreen Forest and ended the plight that is Kamui and saved him. And now we're going to go on to the Crystal Palace in Deningrad, where this episode will be more of a story-driven one. There won't really be any fighting, but there is a lot of important story elements here. So there's also 5 Stardusts here, but we can't collect them yet until we come back the second time. And that's all I'm going to say. All right, so to start off, we're going to go over here to the right into this temple. It is said that the divine tree that lives in our heart and the last fruit have been protected from evil by the signets created by the ancient Winglies. The legend goes, when the signet is broken, the end of the world approaches. Just like the last fruit, we humans are one of the fruits given life by the divine tree. For the end of the world to be a mere legend, we must remove evil from our hearts and live in honesty. It is our mission as children of the divine tree. Not a word from any of them. They just leave. A divine tree? I've never heard of it. We still don't know what the objectives are for Lloyd. Any information could be helpful. Oh, you must be travelers. Welcome to Deningrad. My name is Bishop Dilly. I serve the divine tree. I'm Dart. This drawing is what you were talking about? Yes, it is. The divine tree, but this is what we imagine. Nobody has seen the real tree. Nonetheless, we believe in the divine tree. It is the source of life and harmony. Would you like to know more about the divine tree? Yes, please.
The divine tree is the tree of life. All life comes from this divine tree. In the beginning, nothingness filled the world. Then the creator Soa descended from the sky. And his followers created the world. In the end, Soa sowed a seed on the earth. The seed soon grew to be a great tree. The great tree bore 108 fruits, and various life forms arose from the ripened fruits. Thus, 108 forms of life were created to fill the world. The divine tree completed its role, but the story says it is still protected by by the signet of Soa.
All right, so we get a little background history there. It is like this. The world is established with a fate determined by Soa. God's tree, sown by Soa, is the divine tree. If you would like to find out more about this, you can go to the National Library. Is that the Milicesu National Library? I can step into the treasury of knowledge. I wonder if I'm capable of receiving all this incredible luck and still remain calm. No, I cannot. The treasure of knowledge is shining and calling me. Albert, are you okay? Let's go. We got people to do and things to see. Let's get on it. I believe the library is somewhere over this way. Go ahead and snag a save. Actually, wait, we forgot something. We've got to go back up there. You're supposed to talk to the other guy there, I believe, on the far end. Because I think he's the librarian. This guy. Who are you people? Do you realize that you are talking to Librarian Uti? No, sorry. So what do you want? Have you interrupted my ceremony for no reason? I don't like stubborn old guys because I want to be an adorable old guy. Did you say something? Please wait. We were told by Bishop Dilly that there is a wonderful library here. If you want, you can just go to the library. Oh wait, I locked the door when I left. So could you open the door? I would love the opportunity to touch such treasures of intelligence. All right, stop looking at me like that. I appreciate it. I'll let you in now. Looks like a librarian Uti and Albert have a little bit of a bromance going on. He's such a haughty old guy. Don't say that. We have to do what we can do until Lloyd shows up. That's true. He used a dragon and a dragoon in Serdio, and in Taibaroa, he obtained the cooperation of a wingly. We don't know what he will do here. Lloyd is troubled. So now let's go and check out that library, and we'll get even more background information on the Legend of Soa. This is incredible. This is the knowledge source of endiness. Go look for anything you want. The entire wall is filled with books. Maybe we can find out something about virages and the moon that never sets. Doesn't looking at these things all the time have an effect on you? It made me wise. Kongal feels dizzy. Gigantos lose to books. Here's something about dragons. It also talks about dragoons, too. We can say that the Serdian War was started from the dragoon spirit that was brought by Lloyd. Let's split up and look. Let's just do it. Guess I have to use my brain for the first time in a long time. Can Kongu read human words? If Rose were here, she would tell us a lot. But she bailed. They will be back when they finish their errands. We have to do what we can do now. So now we need to go around and talk to everybody. It is about winglies, I guess. You guess? Kongu cannot read human characters. Kongu looks pictures. Let me read it. Winglies are people with wings of light who employ magical power. They had their glory 11,000 years ago and have enormous magical power that could float colossal cities. City floats. Yes, it is unimaginable in the current world. They become extinct after the war with humans who were seeking their liberation. But Linus, who was a wingly, was alive. Besides, us dragoons are supposed to be only a legend. A legend does not necessarily tell the truth. Take a look at this picture. Humans and dragons, no. Dragoons and dragons. And what is this? Mirage manipulated by winglies. Shanna, did you find out something? This book is talking about divine moon objects, but they are just divine objects from a legend to begin with. There are no details. If we can find out the meaning of the divine moon objects, we think we can find out what Lloyd wants. Okay, let me read the part I found. After the Dragon campaign, humans controlled the continent of Endinus and divided the continent into 4 and established 3 new countries. To the east, Serdio; to the south, Tiberoa; to the north, Milsesu; and to the west of the continent, the untouched land, the Death Frontier. Each country shared 3 divine objects inherited from the winglies as proof of their alliance. The divine moon objects are said to conceal magical power. However, their usage is unknown. Usage is unknown. His mystery must be hidden in there. I will look into it more. Let's keep going up. Talk to Haschel. This book talks about the Dragoons. The Dragoons from Legend? Yes, it is. The heroes of the Dragon campaign. According to this, we are the first new Dragoons to come along since that time. Maybe. Dragoons are to be called when history requires them. When history requires them. Is that now? Lavitz was a Dragoon, and Graham, Dole, and Linus too. Were their deaths necessary? That is what only history can tell? I, of course, don't know. However, it all started out from the Dragoon spirit that Lloyd brought. If Lloyd is a part of history that is necessary, then our journey seems to be dragged along by his fate. In spite of the fact that they were humans, 7 heroes who led the Dragon campaign to victory 11,000 years ago crossed the sky and cast spells. After they fulfilled their roles, they vanished with the Dragoon spirits as if it were some unavoidable fate. This legend seems to be telling us that after this journey, we will vanish. That's not good. This is a marvelous place. It seems all the wisdom that humans can possibly know is here. I'm reading a book on politics now. This is very... Can you do politics after we take care of Lloyd? Yes, indeed. Now, let me read the portion that talks about dragons. According to this, dragons are the second most powerful species of all 107 creatures given life by the Divine Tree. Their attacks and life power overwhelm others. However, the creator Soa created a balance by reducing the dragon's intelligence. Therefore, they were to be controlled by humans with their wisdom. During the Dragon campaign 11,000 years ago, they had fierce battles against Virages, manipulated by winglings, and couldn't avoid being annihilated. but they weren't annihilated like the book says. True, and again, they are ruled by the Dragoons. I'll look for more. So if you guys remember that cutscene we saw earlier, this is very similar to that, all these stories that they're describing. Led to the Dragon campaign. Let's talk to you now. What do you need? Are you acting superior again? Of course, I am superior. I prefer being a hit with girls over feeling superior. I don't care about those things. Seems you're interested in the Dragon campaign. Winglies, divine moon objects, dragons, and dragoons. These all have something to do with the Dragon campaign. Then Lloyd has something to do with the Dragon campaign? The Dragon campaign is my specialty. Maybe I can be of assistance. Tell me. We only know fragments. I see. This is the Legend of the Dragon campaign that I know. Cutscene.
There were 7 Dragoon warriors in the Legend of the Dragon campaign. Dragoons, reputed to be the incarnation of dragons. With dragons at their side, the Dragoons fought boldly. However, in the age when the legend was reality, the Winglies dominated all, even the gods. The gods answered to dictator Melbu Frama's prayers and granted him ultimate power. But the power was abused. The earth of Saint Imperial Gloriano was scorched by the gods' fire and became ashen. The anger and sadness of the people was fuel for the Dragoons' cause. Then at last they freed the gods. Without the gods' power, the Winglies perished, and our age, the human age, began. Thereafter, the gods floated in the sky. For 11,000 years, they have been looking over the world as the moon that never sets.
That is the story. Did you find something related to Lloyd? Oh well, that's unfortunate. You're already here, so you might as well check the reference room upstairs. Are there more books? No, it contains the historical material of Mille Sesu. For other people, it may seem to be mere trash. However, for our country, they are all historical objects. This is something left by the Black Monster that brought an inferno down on this country. Black Monster? It has already been 18 years. It is surprising a young man like you knows about it. I was born in Neat. God, are you a survivor from the village?